Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do a guest design team project for Erica using her 3D vintage storybook. Let's dive in. Okay, as soon as I got this die, guys, I knew I was going to do it vintage style. I love vintage shabby. Those are my top two favorites, and I loved being able to take a trip down memory lane with doing stuff that's more vintage. So I had a blast using this. This is Graphic45, the Ladies Diary collection. This was in my vault. So I took her out and I gave her some love. This image, I did some paint splattering. I have some pieces of music paper right here. And I just ripped them out, distressed the edges. I stuffed some cheesecloth in different areas. I made some little handmade flowers and put them in here using the collection. I have a bulldog clip, and all I did was, roughly put some paint on it. I have a pretty little bow right here, and I just tied a little bit of lace. I didn't want to go too over the top with it. I have a couple beautiful laces. Unfortunately, you can only see like the piece here, and very little. I hate that it's covered so much, but it was so beautiful. But you just never know when you're layering how things are going to look at the end. And then I have just another piece right here that I tucked under. These are lifted on 3mm foam. This right here is just little pieces that I cut out of a bigger piece of an applique. And then you see that I have some more paint splatter on the side. I wanted to keep this paper not super busy because Graphic45 is a very busy type of collection. And I really wanted the focus to be right here in the middle and nowhere else. So let's go ahead and open her up. I used some eyelet trim to tie it. And let's go ahead and open her up. And here is the inside. Okay, and all I did just for presentation is have like little tidbits in here of, some goodness. And I just have some of these regular spools in here just to show how much you can fit in here, guys. You can fit a nice little good, stuff, like especially if you're putting little stuff like this in there. Super duper cute. And of course, I have some skeleton keys. And then I just whipped this up really quick using one of those spools. And I just grabbed some of my little scrap pieces of cheesecloth and trim, and I just put it on a little dangle with a lobster claw. Thought that would be fun. And then look at how pretty the inside is, guys. This came along really well. I was very, very surprised and proud of myself. So, because I get intimidated with projects that have a lot of components to it. But let me tell you about, the girls on the design team that do these tutorials, hats off, because I couldn't have done this without them. So I'm going to link below Jen Cassell's video that she does a tutorial, and also with Love Brie. I took helpful information from both of the girls. And so you just got to find your rhythm and what works best for you as far as, different people that teach differently. You tend to grab some great information. So I will link them both below. And I will link this cutie patootie. If you have it, take it out and use it. I was proud of myself. Like I said, I do get intimidated with projects like this, but I'm happy it came out good. And helpful information, just as if you have this die or if you're going to get it. When you're doing this binding, it's all about molding the die, the paper to do this. If you're going to use hot glue, or if you're going to use double-sided tape, do not do that on this side. Use liquid glue, because you want to make sure that you can mold it when the paper's kind of wet, that you can mold it easier to make it like this. Or else you're going to have a more of a difficult time. If you use hot glue, it's going to be bumpy and it's not going to look good. So when I did mine, I lined everything. I lined down here. I lined in here, and I also, as everything falls out, I also lined inside because I could see all of that and it was driving me crazy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to line everything. So I did outside and inside. I just love the presentation with everything being lined, but it's your preference, your style, and what you find pretty is what matters, not mine. Just for me, this is my jam. So I will have everything linked below, guys. Have an amazing and super blessed day. Bye.